Hi, my name is Oleksii.
And I'm Reid.
Welcome to an exclusive episode of Ask Cirque with Alegría.
In this episode, we answer questions you've been asking us on social media.
Excited to see if your question get answered?
Continue watching to find out. All right, so our first question comes from Mika Vallejos. So this is from Facebook, and she asks, I want to know what it feels like to be an artist. What do we expect the fans to feel? So man, these are incredible questions. What it feels like to be an artist. It's an incredible experience. All of the training that we do, all of the artistic classes that we take, really just get us prepared for the show that we're about to do. And as soon as we hit the stage, we feel excited, we feel nervous. We want you guys to take a break from reality for 2 hours or however long the show is, and really just enjoy yourself and immerse yourself in the world that we're trying to bring to you. So we really hope that you guys enjoy the show, and we hope that you come.
Hello, my name is Daniel Ross, and I'm the Director of Creation for Alegría. First question is from Katja Steinert, who's asking, will Francesca Gallo return to the show as a singer, or is there a reissue of the soundtrack? And will there be a new stage? Well, Katja, Francesca will probably not be on this production of Alegría. We are redoing the show, we are reworking it, we're making it part of our world of today, and then we are actually relooking at the music. Of course, you know, we're with the catalog of Reid, the initial composer, we're revisiting this music and bringing it somewhere else, but it will stay true to the soul of the show, and we are having a lot of fun working on this. And then if there's going to be a new stage, yes, there will be something different and some things that will be similar. So once again, we start from the root and the essence of Alegría, and we've modified the set design to suit our purpose of revisiting the show.
Stacy FZ from Instagram asks, what is the makeup brand that the acrobats wear? Well, I think that's a question that a lot of people want to know, and I'm the right person to answer because my name is Patrizia Apolli and I am a makeup artist at Cirque du Soleil. So most of our shows use the brand MAC. We are very lucky to have a corporate alliance with them. We also use some other products such as Ben Nye, which is a theatrical cosmetics company located in Los Angeles.
Hello, my name is Simon Lefebvre and I am project manager for Cirque du Soleil Entertainment Groups. We receive a question from Theo265 from Instagram Ask. And the question is, where do the part of the stage that move on the part act goes? That's a great question. The retractable floor, as we call it, is quite flexible and it can just fold itself under the structure of the power track. That's allowed the space for the artist to do their act.
Hi guys, I'm Stacy Clark, casting director at Cirque du Soleil. Sterling Stallion 713 from Instagram asks, where is the casting tryout? Seriously, where? Our casting tryouts, or auditions as we call them, happen all over the world. We are just finishing up the casting for the new creation of Alegría, and it's going to be an outstanding cast. We're just waiting on the last few signatures. But generally, the talent scouts in the casting department travel all over the world, and we will hold auditions in all different kinds of disciplines all year round. I know sometimes it feels like they're never where you are, which is why we also have online applications, but we really do try to get to all four corners of the earth.
Hi, I'm Dan Fortin. I'm the Vice President Creation of Cirque du Soleil. I have a question here on my phone. Hi. This question is from Karina from Facebook. What was it like to carry on the legacy of such a well-known and loved Cirque show? That's a pretty good question. It is stressful in a way because, of course, we want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. And for that reason, we went back and checked the notes of all the creators on that show and tried to understand what they wanted to do. And for me, it's something that I remember was one of the most amazing experiences. So we want to do the same thing, but in 2019. So this is why we are revisiting the entire show, keeping all the good stuff and good vibe of that show, but bringing it to 2019.
Andrea Reyes from Facebook asking, where does this beautiful name comes from, Alegría? Alegría is a Spanish word that means joy, basically. and hopefully this is the feeling that people will have when they leave the show once we put it back on the stage in April.
Итак, следующий вопрос от YoFot. Этот вопрос также из Facebook. Надеюсь, я произнес имя правильно. И вопрос таков. Что вы кушаете, чем питаетесь в туре? И что могу сказать? У нас отличная кухня. С нами ездит группа поваров, которые готовят не просто вкусно, но еще и подбирают определенную диету для того, чтобы мы чувствовали себя хорошо и выполняли тот огромный объем работы, который мы выполняем. То есть у нас есть обязательно вегетарианские блюда, много овощей, много салатов, у нас много мясных тарелок, мы всегда имеем какой-то выбор. И обязательно есть рыбные дни, обязательно есть огромный набор каши. Ну и, конечно же, десерты присутствуют в нашем рационе, потому что они добавляют немножко счастья, и наши повара нас очень часто ими радуют. Поэтому вот такой вот полный рацион, как для профессиональных спортсменов и для обычных людей.
Blondie Lieb from Instagram asks, how old do you have to be to try out for Cirque du Soleil? Generally speaking, you need to be 18 years of age of majority, to audition for Cirque du Soleil. That's the rule. But there's exceptions to every rule. So for example, on The Beatles' Love, we have positions for young boys. It's the boys of Liverpool. So those kids are under the age of majority, and they will rotate on a regular basis. We also do special projects sometimes that have special needs for younger people. And if you are a super talent and you're 16, 17 years of age and you want to attend an audition with a parent, we'll be happy to see you because we'll consider you future talent. And then when you're 18 years of age, you're eligible to be hired.
Annie Cirque artist from Instagram asks, how long does all the makeup and costume prep take for every show? Well, on most of our shows, the show call is about an hour and a half. So during this period of time, the artists will start getting ready by putting on their makeup, their costume, they're gonna stretch, they're gonna warm up, and just all together, just start to get into their character before the show starts.
Keela E from Instagram asks, what kind of circus schools have your performers been to, or did they go to any, and how long have they been training for? Wow, that's a big question. Yes, absolutely. It's really common for circus artists on our stages to have attended one of the many, many schools all over the world, of which there are about half a dozen of very high international renown. That includes one here in Montreal, in fact. That also includes schools in Europe and in Eastern Europe, as well as, well, a little bit in the US as well, I would say. It's actually growing in numbers, which is great news for us. But not everybody goes to circus school. We also recruit a lot of athletes who actually spend 10 to 20 years training in their sport, and then we'll transition them to become artists on stage. So they might be a high-level athlete, but then we train and engage them in artistic disciplines and really expand them into the role of an artist so that they can perform for us for another 10 or 15 years. Also, we have a lot of different artistic disciplines. So we have people who have very high post-secondary education training in disciplines like music and dance and acting. So really, we touch all kinds of schools and areas of higher education and of professional development.
There's a question here from Diego Angel from Facebook, who's asking, what inspired the Alegría show? It's a very, very good question. It's also a very large question. Like a lot of artists, people get inspired from the world that surrounds them. What inspired Alegría is the hope and the light that humankind and human in general can show when they're going through tough times, when the world around them is crumbling or difficult. And it's really a show about hope and nostalgia and how despite everything, there's always the possibility of a better tomorrow and a better world. That's basically the basic inspiration of the show.
So Michelle Viola Pierce from Facebook asks, will there be a remaster or a new recording of the soundtrack? Alors Michel, la réponse est oui. Toutes les chansons du spectacle vont être retravaillées, vont être réarrangées, réorchestrées, réactualisées, et il y aura une soundtrack ou une bande sonore de ce spectacle-là. Il y aura un album finalement, donc voilà.
All right, and our last question comes from Radia Lili. This is also from Facebook, and Radia asks, what is it like to perform on stage, and how does the artist feel during the show? Performing on stage is an incredible experience. As soon as you pass those curtains from backstage to on stage, you get involved in this world that we're trying to create. We have our costumes on, our makeup on, and we're really trying to think of the emotion that we're trying to convey to the audience. Especially before the act, I feel super nervous. We want to put on a really nice show. We want to do it to the best of our abilities, so we really feel a bit nervous. But as soon as we start the act, you're fully into it, you're confident, you're having fun, and as soon as the show finishes and you hear that applause, it's an incredible experience that I'm just getting goosebumps talking about it. So I really hope that you guys feel the same excitement that we try to convey on stage.
Well, we hope you love this special edition of Ask Cirque with Alegría.
What was your favorite part? Let us know in the comments below.
Want to watch more video? Click here.
And if you want to get tickets to the show, click here.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel to flip your everyday reality, the hashtag Cirque way.
Bye. See you in the big top.